Hey folks, it's Bert. Welcome back.
I made this damn thing. I don't even know how it works. Well, that was anti-clockwise.
Today, we're building Soldier 76's awesome visor, mask, face shield thing, auto aim plate, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't know. We're gonna do it. So we got Soldier 76 and 70. God. So we have Soldier 76's mask here. Now I had a lot of fun making this thing. Unfortunately, a lot of the video of us making this actually got lost when our last SD card decided to turn itself into a useless, well, SD card. I mean, they're not very big, so they tend to break, unfortunately. Anyway, we lost a lot of the video, but I'm at least going to go over how we made it and share it with you guys. Now, when we first decided to make this model, we wanted to make it on a really tight budget. So we said, okay, $10 would be a really reasonable budget for us to make this mask on. And we actually came in at just under $10. So I was really happy with that. Now, obviously, you need a 3D printer if you're going to make this under $10. If you don't have a 3D printer, I am sorry. You should probably get one. Anyway,
Do it! Do it now!
for making the mask, we made the mask in a total of 12 pieces. And this was actually made by someone else. This was just emailed to me last minute, and I don't know who it was because it was an anonymous email and had no connecting data, but they said, hey, here's a good Soldier 76 mask, use this. So, we did, and thank you very much, whoever you are. The mask was really, really cool. The faceplate, the entire faceplate here was actually designed to detach, and it was supposed to be connected with some rare earth magnets, so, you know, you could take it off, you could eat lunch or whatever, or, you know, clean it, whatever. So it was more, you know, ergonomic and easy to wear, which I thought was really, really cool. But as we started putting it together, I noticed that there was a really big strength factor problem with making it that way. So what we decided to do is we decided to take the entire mask and we made it one entire solid piece. That actually made it really, really strong, like stronger than we were actually expecting. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I lied. 13, 12, some number of pieces. There's over 10 pieces. I don't know. Anyway, we decided to make it this way and made it really, really strong. Now on the inside, we ended up heat treating all the individual pieces together using a little bit more powerful soldering iron with a flat blade on it, and everything is heat melted together to make this extremely strong. I mean, this thing is strong. We ended up dropping this down a very long elevator shaft, and it hit the ground and it hit concrete and it didn't break, which we aren't quite sure why or how. I'm not going to attest that to me being able to make things really well. I think we got lucky, but hey, maybe it's really strong. I don't know, but it did work. Now we ended up super gluing the outside of the mask here as well, all around the rim, separating what would originally been in 2 separate pieces, making this one very strong, very, very strong mask. And I gotta tell you, this thing's really comfortable to wear actually as well. I really liked wearing this. It's not uncomfortable. It goes on just over your head. You got a little strap here to hold it up top so it doesn't slide down your face. Oh, hang on. It would help if I was, you know, paying attention to what I was doing, which I'm not. And it fits on just like that. I don't even have the straps on the back. But it actually fits on very, very comfortably. There's a little spot down here where you can breathe right out of, and a lot of the heat will actually escape. And as you're wearing a mask, a lot of the heat will actually escape through there. Now that's very, very, very important. If you've ever worn a mask like this for cosplay or anything else, I'm sure you're familiar with the heat that goes along with it. And it sucks. Now we ended up wiping the inside of the visor here with a little bit of toothpaste and wiped it off, and toothpaste will actually prevent the visor from fogging up, which is very important, especially so you don't run over anybody's little kids or anything that fall down in front of you like I've seen happen, and it's tragic. Anyway, it came together really well, and unfortunately when we originally made it, it was a little too narrow for my egg-shaped head, which is why we're going to go do this video right here. The hairdryer.
These are very sharp. They hurt a lot. Alright, take over. Take the hairdryer. Alright. Don't do this at home! This is really hot, by the way. I'm not in the hot good way. It's painful. Because I feel like an idiot. Oh! This is not the way this is actually supposed to go. So if you're laughing in this video, you can. Okay, you shut up! The camera girl's not allowed to laugh at me.
Totally laughing anyway.
Shut up! This actually hurts.
And what have you learned? And what have you learned from this?
Yes, I know, I'm an idiot. But hey, that's all the fun in learning how to do it, is sometimes you have to make mistakes and then laugh at yourself and say, ah, I'm a f***ing moron. Oh well, but back to the mask. So we have the two pieces here. On the inside with the individual earpieces, we decided to install just a little bit of black felt, that way so it melded in with the internal colors. And that was really good for us for our ears, especially so it wouldn't chew up our ears. But I also left this part here open because I'm kind of deaf in my left ear. So my right ear is my good one. So I figured, well, I might as well be able to hear what people are saying when I'm wearing this. So I decided to cut the little hole here and left it that way. And that actually worked out really, really well. I have to say, whoever made this model though, you did a hell of a job. You really did. And unfortunately, we had to kind of improvise with the visor, the actual colored piece here. Now, when you go to like a toy store or you go to anywhere where you can buy something that's got that clear plastic like showcase so you can look inside the box and see what's in there, that's what this is actually made of. It's like a 0.5 millimeter thick of just clear plastic. We decided to get some dye poly from the local fabric shop, and we got a giant metal crab pot, put it out in the grill, boiled it, and dropped this in. And the dye poly was like $4, so that was almost half of our budget to build this. And it worked great. So the visor plastic was actually free. And I'm sure you can find that, you know, dumpster dive or look through your closet or whatever. I wouldn't suggest dumpster diving, but, you know, it never hurts to look for free things that you can reuse that you wouldn't have originally thought of. And that's what we did. It worked out really, really well for us. And I gotta say, I'm not very good at making masks. Obviously, I've made a few in the past, but this was really the first truly form-factored model that I made to fit around my head, and it worked pretty well. It was really fun. Now, whenever we decided to go through doing the painting of it, obviously we sanded everything down and then we primered it. Now, we always use some sort of filler primer. There's a very big difference between filler primer and regular primer. Regular primer is just to get something to paint to adhere to. Filler primer is designed to fill in the itty-bitty little imperfections. Now, if you look on the model here, you don't really see any print lines, and we didn't sand this heavily. I don't really think I sanded this at all before I put the primer on it. So when I put the primer on, I put about 2 coats. I put it on pretty thick. I hit it with some 220 grit sandpaper, and then I just taped off the blue part here. Or actually, I taped off, no, wait, what did I do? I painted the blue part, I taped it off, and then I painted everything else the gunmetal. And after I did that, I waited until it was almost dry, and you don't actually have to do it at this point. You can actually just hit it with a little bit of acetone. Take some really thick, really heavy grit sandpaper, like 100 grit, and you can just start dragging it across the paint, and it'll give it a very distressed look. And I think you guys can start seeing that there's, you know, a bit of a distressed factor. It doesn't look brand new. I don't like things to look brand new. Brand new is kind of like, oh, look at me, I've sat on the sidelines. No, I'm Soldier 76. I'm going to get the shit shot out of me, and I'm going to shoot the shit out of everybody. And I can tell you what, I'm probably going to be taking a lot of bullets to the face. That sounded really wrong. Cut. So I'm going to be taking a lot of punishment, and I want my armor and I want all of my cosplay gear to reflect that. And that's really what it was about. Unfortunately, I really feel bad is all the assembly parts of the video for all this all got lost when my last computer blew up. So all the videos is no longer in existence, and we weren't able to recover it. And I do feel really, really crappy about that. But I did want to share this with you guys nonetheless, and all the fun little things that went through for me to make it. And it was a lot of fun. I really like this. I just gotta say, I love the hell out of this thing. This thing is definitely one of my favorites, and especially because it actually is made to fit my head. It's kind of cool, and it's definitely something I would enjoy making more of in the future. I'm not sure what kind of other masks I'll make, but we'll have to wait and see. I made a lot of mistakes making this, and I learned a lot, which is really cool, because next time, I think I can do a better job. But all in all, the mask was really easy to build. Print time came in at just under 12 hours, at just under 360 grams. Now, I know 360 grams might seem like a lot, but I had a couple mistakes, so I'm tiling that in with the entire, print as well. But all in all, I think it was about 220 grams of material all in all to make it. Like, 10 cents in elastic and, like another 10 cents in, Velcro and some spray paint, which, I don't really tally that in because I have a crap load of that stuff out in the shop. But all in all, Soldier 76s, auto aim, visor, whatever you want to call it. It's a good build. And at under 10 bucks, tell you what, can't go wrong there, guys. Well, I think it's about time for me to go. So until next time, I'm Bert from Pixel Armory. Like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.